Hey, it's Jeffrey Gurian from Comedy Matters TV, and I'm here at the 30th annual Just for Laughs Festival in Montreal. This time I'm shooting for the festival. Check it out, my all-access pass. Come in close on that sucker. Okay, all-access pass. That means I'm getting backstage. I'm going to be talking to all the big stars that are here. Bob Saget, Chelsea Handler, Howie Mandel, Marc Maron, Smoove is here. We're going to be talking to everybody.
Hi, this is Chelsea Handler, and you're watching Comedy Matters TV.
Hey, this is Bob, and you're watching Comedy Matters TV with Jeff, because no one says no to him.
This is Howie Mandel, and you're watching Comedy Matters TV.
Hey, this is Adam Carolla, and you're watching Comedy Matters TV.
This is Smoove, a.k.a. The Ruckus. You're watching Comedy Matters TV. Bring the ruckus!
Hello, this is Triumph the Insult Comic Dog, and when I'm not watching the internet, I make a point of not watching Comedy Matters TV with Jeffrey Gurian. Gurian!
Hey, Joel McHale, you're watching PerezHilton.com.
Cool, thanks, man.
Comedy Matters, what?
Comedy Matters TV.
Comedy does not matter.com. TV. Right.
So it's Jeffrey Gurian here for Comedy Matters TV at the Just for Laughs Festival with the man, Andy Noman. What's up, man?
We're doing something dangerous tonight. We have to do something risky. We are doing a walk and talk as the cameraman walks backwards. Rob, your producer, cameraman, everything walks backwards along a red carpet trying not to get killed. This is
jeopardizing the camera, the shoot, the whole thing, because everything I shot is on that camera.
This, unbelievable. That's the risk you got to take when you're in the comedy business, because otherwise it'll be boring if you just do things predictable and safe. So that's what we're doing. Look at this. Wow.
God forbid he falls.
Look at this. We just did the turn under the tree. He didn't get hit. And now we're going to where he has to go ahead and basically dodge people. That should be a lot of fun.
Which is going to be great as we make our entrance together.
This is unbelievable. It's almost like
tension is mounting.
It's like the Oscars of poor people. That's what we're going to right now into this event. Look at this.
The tension is mounting.
Any question you're going to ask me, Jeffrey, before it gets too loud?
I want to see him manage to get past the security.
Okay, I got you through. Now go. Meet important people.
Hey, so this is Jeffrey Gurian here at the Hyatt at the comedy conference at the actual comedy luncheon, the award luncheon, and I'm here with Chelsea Handler. Hi, Chelsea. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you.
Good. Chelsea is going to be receiving the Comedy Person of the Year award today. Is that correct?
That is.
Yeah, and that is awesome. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. I'm pretty excited about it.
I've been wanting to congratulate you for a long time on your great success.
Thank you very much.
And on your well-deserved success.
Well, thank you.
How did you make the transition to your show, Chelsea? Like you were doing stand-up and things are working. What was the big break that took you?
I started sleeping with the president of the network, and that always is like a pretty good shoe-in.
That works. I had never tried that myself because most of them are men, and that wouldn't work.
Sleep with you.
No, I know, unfortunately. So, are you doing any shows while you're up here, or did you just come up to receive the award?
I'm here to receive the award, and then I'm going to go to the Olympics.
Oh, really?
I have guest hosts for me for next week for the first time ever. Their people are guest hosting the show for me for the whole week, and I'm going to go see the Olympics. I'm so excited. I know. I get to see people fulfill dreams that they've been waiting 20 years for.
Absolutely. Are you going with friends?
I'm going to meet friends there, Ron. I'm going by myself like a big girl on the plane by myself.
I did that once. I went to Europe alone because it made me so nervous because I have ADD and I get lost wherever I go.
I'm not good with direction. I have to have an escort everywhere I land.
I thought north was the way you're facing. Like if you go in this way, that's north. If you go in this way, that's north.
You have to get a compass.
Like Magellan.
Yes,
to travel like an explorer. It's all about courage. It's about confronting fear. You know, when you confronting your uncomfortability in life.
Yes.
Don't you think? That
Yeah.
A lot of things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stepping outside yourself and doing it anyway.
Yeah, I would say so. It depends. Yeah, if you're fearful of something, I have the opposite. I'm not fearful of anything I do. The only fear I really have is of snakes, and I can't confront that fear. But this is just a very natural thing for me to do, so it wasn't that courageous.
How did you happen to choose Chewy for your sidekick?
I saw Chewy. I saw him, and I saw his body, and I thought, that's pretty much what I want to look at every single day when I'm on that stage. So it puts me in a pretty perky mood.
That's awesome. Well, listen, it was so nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
I wish you the best of continued success in everything that you do.
Thank you.
And congratulations on your award today. That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
Hey, so I'm backstage at Just for Laughs 30th anniversary.
Nobody says no to you, Jeff. I can't say no to you. I've known you my whole career. I can't say no to Jeff. No one can say no to him. Ask him. Who says no to you?
According to Paul Provenza, nobody.
I think it's true. I think he's right.
I don't know what that is.
I'm happy to see you.
And I'm happy to see you. Always
You
happy
too.
to see you.
I'm going to tilt up. Let me come over here.
Yeah,
You are.
okay.
This is what we always do.
Yeah, I know.
What would you like to know? I'll answer. I did this whole Just for Laughs thing in Montreal. We did the live show. It was fun.
I think Danny Tanner is officially dead.
Well, no,
After the
he
show.
could live on. You never know. The cardigan sweater.
No, but I
I
think
did-
you've proved once and for all that the Danny Tanner thing was just for a script. This is the real you.
20 years
real
of.
you.
Well, not real. I think I'm somewhere in the middle. I would
Everybody, there's a balance to everything, but this is so natural for you to do the Triple X show. I mean,
It wasn't though. I actually with Triple R would have done. I actually don't. I just shot a new special and it'll be out soonish. And I didn't want to go that blue. It wasn't as blue as my last one. I'm actually cleaner. I continue the disclaimer. Now I'm going back the other way. Oh, I have family values.
It's hard
The
to shock
the
people these
aristocrats.
days. How many? Yeah, after the aristocrats, how are you going to share? You can't shock anybody.
Where are you from originally?
New York City.
Where? What street?
In
exactly?
Manhattan, 54th Street and 2nd Avenue.
What's your cell number? Say your cell number.
I'll give it to you
Give your
afterwards.
email. Say your email.
My
No
email,
one
I'll tell
says
you.
no to you.
Jeffrey at jeffreygurian.com is my email.
He just gave his email.
Yes, of course. Well, I'll do anything that you ask for.
Well, don't do that. Now you'd get me back in the X-rated territory. How have you been?
I've been great.
How's your family?
My family is wonderful. My children are great, and
Good.
just like 2 daughters. You have 2 daughters, right?
I can't talk about it.
Okay.
But you are here for the whole festival?
I'm here through Sunday. Yeah, I'm shooting for the festival this year.
Cool.
And this is special for me. I've been looking forward to speaking to you.
It's nice to see you. And
I'm excited that you're going to
for
give me
your-
a blurb.
I'm going to give you a blurb for your book. You always write a book and no one says no to you. The best in the business.
Can't get anything better than that. Bob Saget, I love you.
It was nice to see you, man. Hug on camera.
On camera
I'll see you
hug.
then. And cut this together with the next time we see each other.
Okay, that's cool.
And be well.
Thank you.
That's
And-
what a
and-
Jew says to a Jew.
Jew.
A Jew for laughs.
You should live and be well.
Live and be. That's
And-
actually good, because
and-
why
and-
be well if you're dead?
You're dead.
Yeah, it makes no
I'm
sense.
here with Howie Mandel. How are you, Howie?
I feel okay. I feel.
You don't sound positive about that.
Well, I was at the Comedy Luncheon Award and I didn't win anything, so I thought I would be nominated. Or
At the very least, right?
I didn't even get lunch.
Not even lunch.
They didn't give me lunch. They gave me nothing. So it's just a bit of a disappointment. But you know what? There's always next year.
Exactly. Who can we talk to about that? Is Andy Nolman around? Have you seen Andy? Because I think he's in charge of lunch this year.
Yeah, I tried to call Andy and he hasn't.
He didn't return your call.
No. So I'm gonna go into. I'm gonna wander around the mall and get myself something. If nobody's gonna give me anything, I'm just gonna go. There's a mall attached, and I will. I'll just award myself something, I think.
Probably a good idea.
Thank you.
Yeah. How is it on the show, being one of the judges? Are you liking that? America's Got Talent.
I got that. I got a job. Yeah. No, I'm thrilled.
Do they give you lunch with that?
I get whatever I want there. Apparently, there they give me stuff. Here, I haven't gotten anything.
When's the last time you were up here? I'm going to guess. Was it 2007, possibly?
You say, when is the last time I was up here? For those that were watching and don't know, I'm on level 4 of the. I think the last time I was on level 4, I spent a lot of time in the lobby, and then my room is on the 2nd floor. This is my first time up here on level 4.
And so
I
far
have
you're
not
liking
been
it?
Up here, I'm enjoying it. Things are looking up. Things are moving up, so people go, how's Howie doing? He's made it to level 4 for the first time this year. So
There's Andy right now. This man didn't get lunch. He didn't get
I didn't
lunch.
win anything. I didn't get lunch. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
I have gift certificates. I have coupons and stuff I can provide.
He invited me. He invited me to the luncheon. I went there and I watched other people win stuff and other people eat. He's always been showing me the way. What could happen to me in the future if things go right?
This was an example. This was just. It wasn't even a luncheon. It was an example to you of what could happen.
How come you're not talking to him either? He's just as important.
I don't speak French.
He speaks
I
English.
don't even have an accent.
Neither does he. Don't worry. I'm off to the theater. I will see you later.
I'll see you later, buddy.
My best.
Bye.
long, Andy.
Great to see you,
Thanks.
Jobert.
So long, Jobert. So anyway, we got to find out. We got to the bottom of this lunch thing.
And we connected with the big boys. So maybe, next year I'll get something to eat and I'll be at least on level 3. Thank you so much.
Great to see you,
Great
man.
to be seen.
I'm backstage at Bob Saget's Triple X show, and everyone in the world is here. And I was so glad to see Rob Smigel. How are you, Rob?
I'm good. I'm good. Good to see you.
Yes. So what a fun show. It's been a while.
It has been. It's been many years. Many years.
I remember.
If Triumph was here, he would get into detail about how you've aged.
Which is a frightening thing. I know. I'm almost glad he's not here. But he could show up at any time.
He's in a backpack.
He is.
Yeah.
When did you
This
find?
is pretty good for him. Pretty good. You can get that. He's in here. In a Conan backpack. These are good accommodations for Triumph. Usually it's like a Dwayne Reed bag.
He's moving up in the world.
Yeah.
When did you find out you were doing this show? Because you just got up this afternoon.
About a week ago, Jeff Singer, the producer, called me and, said, Robert, his Canadian accent.
As he does, as he tends to do, right?
Robert, I know it's going to be great, Robert, and I will make you feel comfortable. And I don't know, I've worked with him before. He's produced the few live Triumph shows I've ever done, including one I did in Montreal 8 years ago, which was a blast. So I love the festival and I love Montreal.
Yeah, exactly. And for the 30th anniversary, so it's so cool that you came up.
I didn't know that. It's the 30th anniversary.
30th anniversary. Can you believe it? I was talking to Andy Nolman before.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Sign you up. Exactly. Yeah. So
Triumph would have a field day with that one.
We got to take him out. People need to see him. Do you mind?
No.
If we take a little peek at him?
You want to see Triumph?
I want to see Triumph. Yeah, let's peek. First let's see if he's
See my little
sleeping.
friend.
Let's see if he's awake.
No, we don't want to see him
No.
in this
state.
In this state.
Okay.
No.
We'll stay on me in the meantime to let the suspense build up. Last time I saw Triumph was at a comedy awards, the Comedy Central comedy, or it could have been at your autism special. You know, that special event that you do. Yeah, and where everyone in the comedy world comes out to support. And as Robert, here he is. Hey, here he is.
Boring. My God, Jeffrey. The aging process is
It hasn't been kind to me, right?
It's never kind. It's never kind, but to see it in its most active state, it's just
frightening.
Devastating. I am devastated at this moment. I mean, you always, don't get me wrong, you always look hideous.
Oh.
But today
I outdid myself.
Just outdid. I mean, the Kramer hair, with every year it becomes more and more incongruous.
Isn't that amazing? But I still show up.
More inappropriate.
I know, right? Exactly.
The older you get.
The older I get, I know.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
The last time I saw you, Triumph, I asked you what was one of the high points of your career, and you were willing to tell me what the low point was. Was talking to me.
It's right now. Did I use the old line? This is the lowest point in my career. Since I was molested by Alf.
No, there was a different tag to it the last time I saw you.
Let me try this one.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the lowest point in my career since I was molested by Alf.
Which is?
I'm holding for the laugh.
Which is saying something. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It's not over yet.
Okay.
And we're good. It's going to be. You're going to be
so
a trending.
Nice.
I'm going to make you a trending topic on Twitter yet.
I'm hoping that. I'm hoping that.
But I'm going to find something.
Something relevant.
That gets people to give a shit.
Exactly.
About what you do.
Right, and who
you are.
Right, exactly. Because people think I'm in the music business.
I mean, I don't unsubscribe to your email because you would notice.
And I would take it to heart.
The number is so low. What? Right. I'm down to 12? I was at 13.
That's right.
That's a huge percentage drop off. Pleasure.
I'm honored. It's so good to see you, as always.
It's good to see you.
Yes,
okay.
And thank you so much for coming on. Hey, so I'm here at the Astral Theater with J.B. Smoove, man, or Leon Black, I should say, right?
LB in the building, a.k.a. J.B. Smoove, a.k.a. Leon Black in the building, HBO Curb Your Enthusiasm, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. You totally rocked the show tonight, man. It was great. You know, people love you, and I think it's such an interesting thing, the character that you built. Now, I'm going to talk to you as J.B. Smoove for a minute, then we could talk as Leon Black. But because everybody loves J.B. Smoove, what made you decide to do the show as Leon Black?
You know what? Leon Black is a phenomenon. People love this dude, and they quote this guy all the time. Everyone from all around the world. They quote this guy. I get text messages and tweets from London, Australia, Ireland, all over the world. You know, I get in first class, I'm flying somewhere, and someone will pull me by my shoulder and say, are you Leon Black? And I say, yeah. He said, oh, we love you around the office. Like, I know folks who actually quote Leon in business meetings. They tell people to go out there and bring the ruckus. Go out there and get in somebody's ass, you know what I mean? Go out there and do the dizzle. Go out there and do your thing. Go out there and that's how you do's it around here. You know what I mean? I appreciate that because it allows the character to grow, and it's expanded my demographics. You know what I mean? I can go anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world, and I'll have an audience.
How did you take the name JB Smoove? Would you tell me again? Because I love that story.
You know what? Like in that dancing crew, I was just J Smoove, and my partner was J Groove, and we would dance behind R&B groups, and behind rap groups. And what happened was, you know, when I started doing stand-up, I added the B, and I became JB Smoove.
That's awesome. You also host The Ruckus. Russell Simmons. Yeah, I mean, your career just blew up. It's been good all along, but lately just everybody loves you. The Ruckus was amazing with DJ Cassidy, our mutual friend.
Right. It was a great show to be a part of. Russell Simmons is one of those people who, no matter what he's working on, he'll find a way to get me in there, and we'll just do it.
This is how he does it. So good to see you, brother.
Good to see you, brother.
Right, absolutely. After Adam Carolla's amazing podcast, that was a great show, man.
Oh, thanks, Jeff.
Appreciate it. And it was nice having Howie because you guys really bounced off each other so well.
Yes. I mean, he's great. He's funny. He's fast. He improvises, and it makes my job twice as easy. But you know, the thing that's great about Howie Mandel and my team is, I didn't tell anyone I was going to talk about his house. He has a house that's across the street from my house that neither one of us live in. You know you've arrived when you're neighbors with celebrities and neither one of you lives in the house.
That's definitely a symbol.
I'm so big I don't even live next door to a celebrity who does not even live in his house. Yes, but
so many houses I don't even need to use them anymore.
I don't. I just let one of Howie's kids live in my house, and I didn't know. You know, he didn't know I was going to bring up the house, and neither did our guys. And the next thing you knew, pow.
Now the podcast, if I understand, is in the Guinness Book of Records. Is that so? It's the most downloaded podcast in the world.
Yes.
So how did that come about?
I was on terrestrial radio for a while, and then they threw me off, and then I figured, well, I got to keep...
Physically? Threw you up?
Yeah, you can still see my nail marks in the console of the studio they dragged me out of, and I was like, all right, well, let's just keep this going on the internet, and we kept it going on the internet, and I haven't missed a day in 3.5 years.
I just want to ask you about your book, because I heard that you have a book.
Right, my book, not Taco Bell material. New York Times bestseller. Thank you very much. It's really my whole life, just from beginning to about 1.5 years ago, and all the stories and all the ups and the downs, the highs and the lows, all in there.
Then you can't have an ending to it.
No, actually it doesn't. It just stopped in the middle. Yeah, it's like when one of those bands from the 70s released one of their greatest hits albums in the 80s, and it'd say like the best of BTO, and then it would say so far underneath, except for they never came out with another song that anyone ever heard.
So your book is So Far.
This is the best Adam Carolla, so far, which means no more.
And what is the name of it? Let's end on that. What's the name of it?
Not Taco Bell material, thank you.
Not Taco Bell material. Yeah. Well, thanks so much, man. Jeff. It was great to see you.
Appreciate
it. I'm here at the Hyatt Bar with Marc Maron, finally. How are you, man?
I'm fine, Jeff. How are you?
I'm great. Absolutely great.
You know, a lot of people don't know that one of the, for the last 75 years in comedy, modern stand-up, one of the only consistent things is Jeffrey's hair. For the last, 50 years now, this hair has been in comedy rooms and, comedy events, festivals, and everybody always says the same thing. Who the fuck is that guy? And I tell you, it's an honor and a pleasure to speak to this hair and this head.
Thank you, Marc. And even at times when I wasn't there, my hair was still there.
The hair was always there, and when it wasn't, it was missed. Where's the hair?
My hair actually supported you through many years of your work.
Got dark, I'd see your hair, and I'd think, I'm okay. Yeah, yeah, sure. His hair's still holding up. Why can't I?
Yeah, so I'm here backstage with Joel McHale, who just hosted the final gala of the 30th anniversary of the Just for Laughs Festival.
It wasn't planned on being the final. They just realized after it was done they weren't going to do another. It was such a disaster.
I thought it was because they couldn't top it.
No.
Isn't that a better way to look at it?
No. Someone stole Richard Lewis's hair and put it on you. I'm so sorry, Jeffrey.
That's quite all right.
Sorry.
Everyone.
I love a good seersucker jacket. All right, so.
I had a feeling you would. I wore it in your honor.
Enjoyed the festival.
The festival's great.
Yeah,
the festival.
times, right?
I've been coming up for many years, and
I don't care. So I started doing stand-up about 4 years ago.
It's the hardest thing in the world, don't you think?
No.
Really? No.
I don't think so.
Maybe it just comes naturally to you.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying there's a thousand million other jobs that are worse. Such as trying to feed the poor.
Exactly.
So no, it is. Yes, it is difficult. It is difficult. Yes, it is.
Your life in your hands when
yes.
you go out on stage.
You are alone up there,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I have friends that have stories that will raise your
hackles.
Yes, yes. I have a friend that got shot at after a show in a parking lot.
Lately, a couple of comics have been assaulted on stage. Yeah, audiences are getting crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, and. Yeah, and that it just shows you how difficult it is. Which that meant their jokes were probably scoring well.
That's why it was so cool what you did on the Kardashians, because
yes,
you see a lot of comics take their life in their hands when they do that. You know,
they're laughing all the way to the bank.
Listen, I want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
It was great.
I love
great
your
to
albums.
see you.
I haven't seen you in like 2 years, and right away with the mic, we're right on there. Like 2 seconds
on
in.
the beat.
I like it. Yeah, here's the thing about I love your site. I love your blog. I love your interviews because it's so cool to see a host who really knows comedy and knows comedians better than these comedians' bios better than their agents, their managers. Like exactly. You're like the TMZ of the comedy world. I love it. I love your stuff.
That's really nice of you to say. I'm here with Paul Telner, who is a force of comedy in Canada, and we know each other for years.
How many years has it been? Like 10 years? Like it's been
more for me, but you were like a child.
I used to sneak. Here's the true story. I don't even. This is incriminating. I used to sneak into this festival. I used to make fake passes. My friend Byron and I used to laminate. We used to make fake passes to get in because I couldn't afford it. And we'd come to this festival. Everything was fake passes. I used to stay at the hotel for free. I used to say I was with William Morris. That's what I said. They would let me in. And it was all fake. Now it's somewhat legit. But
you always had that way about you, which is so funny. I mean, I had a feeling because you were like 11 when I first met you.
I started at 11.
you were always into comedy. Tell us what you're doing now. What projects are you working on?
Sure. So I'm actually developing reality shows, developing game shows, developing prank shows with a production company here in town. And we've got a lot of cool stuff on the go. I hosted my own show on Much Music, which is sort of RMTV here a couple years ago. And we have a bunch of prank shows going. I got to say, it's actually an honor to be on the show because I've seen you do it for years, and you've interviewed Jimmy Fallon, the biggest people, and it's so cool to be doing this. And people have to tune into the blog because it's amazing.
Thanks, man. It's nice to know that you watch and the people in Canada.
Tons of respect.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
great to see you too, Paul. Who do I run into? But my good buddy Godfrey. What's up, man?
What's up,
How you
man?
doing,
I've
man?
known you for years, and
absolutely. And you know what? I saw you last year when I was walking in the street here. We also ran into each other.
Right.
Very synchronicitously.
Yes, synchronicitously. Yes, that means it's coincidentally some spiritual thing, something like the Police album. That was a Police album.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. But it was meant to happen.
It was meant to happen, and it happened again.
I mean, you're on the Ethnic show, right?
I've been on the Ethnic show. We've already done like 10 shows already. We're doing one more tomorrow, Thursday, 7:30, and it's been sold out. We'll be at the Metropolis for our last one.
Now I got to ask, what ethnicity are you representing?
Nigerian American, but the black side, because it's really the exterior. Because we have Maj Jobrani, Iranian American, Frank Spadone. Ron Jossel's, Frank Spadone is, of course, Italian. Ron Jossel is Filipino. We have Arnie Adams is a Jewish man. And we have me, and it's just like Colors of Benetton, but with comedy.
There are so many Nigerian comedians these days. No, I'm only kidding. But Gina is Nigerian, isn't she?
Gina's Nigerian. She's from London. Now she's British style Nigeria. I'm American style. There's a lot.
Is there really a difference? Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's British.
Hey, so I'm here with Gina Yashere. See, I know how to say it.
Yeah, you know how to pronounce my name, these idiots.
Yeah, I know. They're doing Yashere, Yashere. You know, and you told them so many times, Yashere. Easy name, right?
Easy, very easy.
Easy name.
Yeah.
So it was so fun tonight seeing you. Most of the show was improv, right?
Yes, it is. It was completely improvised. You don't know what you're going to be doing, but that's what makes it fun.
Absolutely. When I saw you this afternoon, I mentioned to you that I heard that you're doing a DVD, right? You're shooting your new DVD in San Francisco?
I'm shooting my new DVD, San Francisco, September 22nd, come out at the Brava Theatre. Yeah.
At the Bravo? Brava.
Yeah.
The female version.
That's right, but go on my website, GinaYashere.com. All the details will be on there.
That's cool. So have you been touring a lot? You've been traveling?
Constantly. I've been all in the last year. I've been in India, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Hong Kong, UK several times. St. Martin in the Caribbean, Aruba, everywhere.
Wow.
Everywhere.
So obviously you're comfortable traveling, right?
I love it. Well, I don't like the flying part, but I like being in different places.
There is cool, right?
Yeah, once I'm there, it's awesome.
That is awesome. Well, I'm so glad I had a chance to see you while you're here. Because last time I saw you were headlining at Gotham Comedy Club.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And you killed it there. They loved you.
Yeah, it was fun.
Absolutely loved you.
It was great fun. I love New York. I'll be there in September.
Well, we'll make sure Comedy Matters TV is there to see Gina Yashere. Cool. Good to see you, honey. Good luck.
Thank you.
So like I said, every major person in comedy is here at the Hyatt, and I'm here with Todd Barry. Todd, how are you, man?
Good. I should cover up this logo, right?
Why is that? What logo?
They're not paying me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then cover it up for sure. So how many shows are you doing up here?
I've done like 3, and I think I'm just doing one more.
Which one is that coming up?
I don't even know. It's tonight at 10:30.
Is it a gala or is it your own?
Gala the other night. Yeah, I did the gala with Bill Hader hosting.
Oh, he's funny, man. He's really funny.
He did a great job hosting.
There's a lot. Now, you've been up here several times, right? It's not your first year.
Like 5 or 6, maybe.
Were you originally one of the 10 comics to watch a long time
I've never been a 10 comics to watch person.
Then it's obviously not that important to be on that list.
I circumvented that.
You're very close with Sarah Silverman, aren't you?
Yeah.
Has that been going on for a long time? You guys have been friends, like you started out together?
Yeah, I've known her since she was like 19, and then for a while she lived in my building. I got her. No, I didn't get her. Yeah, I did get her an apartment. I didn't pay for it, but
you arranged.
But my old building that I used to live in downtown, and she lived there, so we were neighbors and friends for a while. But yeah, we've been close for.
I know I saw you guys in the Hamptons together. You guys.
Yeah, I went to a show that she did. I accompanied her. Yeah.
She spends most of her time in LA though, right?
Yeah, she's in LA for the most, but she makes trips to New York. But yeah, she's a great person, super fun.
She absolutely is. She's just so funny. What do you have coming up that we could talk about? You have anything you want to promote?
Well, I have a new album that my album came out yesterday, I think.
I just got it before I left town. Something about crazy?
Super crazy, yeah. Not the best title. I blew it on that, but too late to reprint them. I think it came out yesterday or the day before, and yeah, it's doing well.
I got it in the mail the day before I left with no time to listen to it. So it's on my to-do list as soon as I get back.
Well, I don't think I'd want to listen to a comedy album right before I went to a comedy festival. But listen to it as soon as you get home, though.
So Super Crazy by Todd Barry. Check it out. Where can people order it?
Oh, anywhere. Amazon, iTunes.
Or just scream it out the window, and eventually someone will get it to you.
Just house.
If you're screaming out that you need it, a good Samaritan will come along and bring it to you. Is that right?
Sure, I've arranged that.
And I'm here with the Sklar Brothers. How are you guys?
Great, having a great time. I'm wonderful.
And I'm actually proud of myself that I remembered you're Randy and you're
Screwed it up. It's all right. It's okay.
I screwed it up?
Yeah.
Yeah? I've been doing that for years.
No, it's
right
fine.
after. Yeah.
We had come to expect it from you.
Tell me about Scarborough Country.
Yes.
That's the name of your show, right?
It's the name of our podcast. We've done like 100 episodes of the show, over 100. Not all here at the festival. No. We've only done one here at the festival. We did 100 shows at the
Scarborough Country Festival, and this other stuff went around it.
Yes. We did 100 episodes in 3 nights. It was fantastic. We did it here at the festival, and it was great. I mean, it was a small room, but filled with a really good crowd. And, when you come up here and you do stand-up, you're doing like your well-honed material that you've been working on for months or years. And when you do a podcast, we wrote it the day before yesterday and yesterday, and then did material we've never said at all before. It was just exciting. Yeah, it was fun and exciting, and we had great people on it. Kurt Braunohler,
He's one
James
of the top
Adomian.
10 comics to watch. this
I
year.
know.
Hilarious.
He was great. James Adomian, our buddy Dan Van Kirk, who does Mark Wahlberg on the show. He was amazing. And Rory Scovel, another
Scovel's
one.
getting a lot of buzz this year.
He's great. So funny. So talented.
Straight into my good buddy Tom Cotter. How are you, Tom?
I'm honored. Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, it's always good to see you. You're so funny. You are on this new show, America's Got Talent, right?
Yeah, it's my second NBC reality show. I also did To Catch a Predator. But this one hopefully will work out a little better.
Work out a little better. It's hard to be funny on To Catch a Predator, right?
No, yeah.
Child molestation.
No, it's horrible.
Especially when you have so many kids.
Yes, you don't want that. That's a bad, please. Yeah, this is good. Actually, I did Last Comic Standing too, but I got eliminated after 4 episodes. My wife, Carrie Louise,
who I spoke to just before we came up today.
Yeah, she made it to 5 episodes, so she went further than I did on Last Comic Standing, which I hear about every time we fight.
I hope I wasn't breaking any confidences that I was in touch with your wife.
You and everybody else.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Her nickname used to be Comic Relief. I don't want to go there.
Hi, how are you?
I'm here with Jessica Kirson.
Hi.
You are hosting a show up here, aren't you?
I hosted a couple of shows for 7 people.
The seven different people in the audience?
The other night, one was an 8-year-old child, and the other 6 were Orthodox women.
Really, what you're doing up here, I know obviously you're performing, but what kind of shows have you been doing?
I did the television show, The Gala, at Club Soda.
Okay, cool. Who else was on with you?
I'm sorry. I did. I don't remember who was
you
on.
went into a seizure. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
I'm looking in the camera.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't notice any other comics that are on the show. I don't notice that.
You just focus.
Yeah, I have to just focus on myself 24 hours a day. You know, I'm in my head all the time.
So I'm walking along and I run into Rick Dorfman, and who's Rick Dorfman with but Lynne Koplitz. Hi.
Jeff.
How are you, baby?
I'm good.
You're always good.
We've been drinking for an hour since we got here.
Really? Oh yeah. So you're in a good
Best
mood.
way to deal with industry.
Absolutely. Your prime is maybe that's how you broke your shoe.
I broke my shoe. It's very classy. Nothing
It's a
says
good look.
get me work like a broken shoe, walking around the stroll like a hooker with a broken shoe.
You're liable to start a trend. Next year, all the girls will be up here with one broken shoe.
I should be so. I'd like to be a trendsetter.
And then I'll be able to say, hey, I know that Lynne Koplitz started that.
Is it okay that I pet you?
You're the only woman I've ever let do that. No woman is allowed to touch my hair. You know that, right? But
I know, but your hair is perfect all the
I
time.
let
anyway.
Lynn do that. That's okay.
You're big time now.
Oh my God, yeah, because I know you. That's why.
Thank you,
I've been
Jeff.
throwing your name around for years.
Thank you, Jeff.
So tell me, so what you're doing up here? It's the 30th anniversary. You're here for a show. Which show are you doing?
I'm doing the Talk of the Fest tomorrow, which is the HBO Canada thing. And then I'm doing a relationship show at some theater. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know the name of it.
What do you mean a relationship show? Is that the topic,
Complicating
or are you gonna?
relationship show. Hold on. I have a bag of crap.
You're hosting the show.
Uh-huh. No, I'm not hosting it. I'm in it.
You're in the show, and you're going to be talking about relationships. A lot of your material is about relationships anyway, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's about.
Who knows more about dating than you?
There's nothing I'm more. Thank you, Jeff. That was really.
I mean that as a compliment.
Than an old hooker.
Okay. So I'm here at the Comedy Luncheon where Chelsea Handler just got the Comedy Person of the Year award, and I'm here with Alonzo Bodden, who was the host of the event. How are you, man?
I'm great. That was fun, right?
It was absolutely fun, yeah. And I liked your take on the thing. It's like, did they give you a lot of notice that you were doing this, or was it really just thrust upon you?
They called me about a week and a half ago, and I said, what is it? And they said, well, you're hosting. And I'm like, do you have a script? And here are the winners. Boom. That was it. So I thought it went great. We had a good time. And
It was, and I like particularly, only a comic could do that, to play off the audience the way you did that with Hannibal Buress when he got the award, but he left it there. You know, other people who don't have the stage experience would just like, okay, fine, but you were able to use that to do callbacks and be like, yeah, okay, I'll bring him his award. Would you like a glass of water? You know what I mean?
You think I was clowning around. I'm kissing up. Hannibal's going to be the man. I need work. Yeah. You understand? So if Hannibal needs me to run him an award, I'm okay with
You're
that.
happy to do it, right? Well, it was great to see you, Alonzo.
Really
I'm here in the lobby of the Hyatt Hotel with Andy Kindler. How are you, Andy?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. I'm rested. I'm less neurotic than usual.
Well, it's a relief after the big event. Andy does the State of the Industry speech every year. That is the most packed event, I think, probably of the festival. There's nobody who wants to miss the State of the Industry event. How long have you been doing this?
Since 1996.
So how many? 96, 2006, 16 years. That's amazing.
Yeah, I hope to do it for several more decades. Hope to do it into my early 90s. And I hope to purposely keep my career at a level that it makes sense to continue doing it. So if they get too huge, I don't want to get too huge.
You never want to get too huge. No. You don't even tell people your name most of the time, right? You try to keep a very low profile.
Very low profile, and I make sure I'm a renter. That's the main thing for me, is to keep renting and to keep myself below the radar so that I can be the enfant terrible, whatever that means.
Was it your idea to have James Adomian come out as you? Because that was hysterical.
Every year we look around to see who could introduce me, and we've gone mostly with funny comedians who will say something, and sometimes it's about me or whatever. But then I have to admit I came up with it myself as opposed to my manager. But it just struck me as being a good idea, and then it was the most perfect way.
It was absolutely, well, I had been to the alternative show the night before that you were hosting, and I saw James do it on stage, and I'm like, that's hysterical. But when he first came out, I didn't recognize him because he was dressed as you.
Yeah, the guy is committed. He went all out with it.
He actually went out with your wife just to get ready for it. He wanted to be as much as you as he could.
Go to college and I regret it. Every now and again I have a conversation with somebody and they use a reference like camouflage or a word like,
damn, he's an advanced Negro. I can't even.
Deciduous.
Deciduous.
I know what that means, making decisions. Duh. And I get that old GED feeling. I'm smart, but I have a hole in my knowledge. Like a superhero with arthritis. Oh, Lord. I don't know a lot of sociology or economics, but I know about pussy. But I have a lot of opinions about sociology and economics. Good if you want to be a comedian, bad if you want to be a comedian's accountant. But don't think I didn't learn anything. Far from it. Oh, Lord. For the job I wanted, I couldn't have picked a better school than the comic strip, because ain't nobody go to school. For one thing, you didn't need a Pell Grant. I got in straight from Red Lobsters. What, they got the Cheddar Bay biscuits. Oh, Lord, bitches getting big. It's true. Comedy clubs are colleges for comics. Comedy clubs are colleges. Comedy clubs are colleges for comics. Especially the New York ones. Oh, Lord. Especially the New York ones. Especially the New York ones. Back in the 80s, the two main schools in School for Thought were Catch a Rise and starting the comic strip. There won't shit else to do. What am I gonna do? I'm going cuckoo.
I think, that was the first.
That is amazing. That is J.Pharoah.
That's J.Pharoah.
Reading from the book Make 'em Laugh as Chris Rock.
He's gonna be mad as shit. Next time he sees me, he's gonna just nod like he normally does when he sees my ass. That's all he does. But yeah, read this book, baby. Make 'em laugh. J.Pharoah. Hi.
I'm here with the Pitbull, Bobby Slayton, the Pitbull of comedy. Why do they call you the Pitbull?
You know, nobody's ever asked me that dumb question before. You really want to? Do you really want to?
I want to know where it started, because obviously your parents didn't call you that.
No. My mother actually called me Hitler. I'm a Jew. My mother, I swear to God, my mother called me Hitler. Yes.
Not recently though.
I don't talk to that much anymore. No, but a little kid, yeah, Hitler. And that's pretty funny coming from a Jewish family. But, the Pitbull comedy thing came years ago in the 70s. Remember when Pitbulls were first becoming in vogue and people were buying Pitbulls and they were eating the kids and biting the mailman?
They're still doing that.
Yeah, but it was always in the news. So Alex Bennett, a big guy in radio in San Francisco, Alex had me on a show, and I guess I made a joke about McDonald's. And the account executive from the station came running in. I lost him like a $50,000 account, and Alex goes, "You're like a pit bull. We put you on the air to plug your show. You bite the hand that feeds you." It was that whole thing. So it kind of stuck, the Pitbull of comedy. Wasn't that an exciting story?
No, it is, and it's a great name. I'm always interested in stuff like that because people just take it for granted. Bobby Slayton, the Pitbull of comedy. So now we know where it came from.
Yeah. So
what shows are you doing up here?
The Nasty Show. What else would I be doing?
You're winning an award this year.
I got an award, yeah.
That is amazing. Now, what's the name of the award?
It's called the Rising Star Award.
Well, well deserved, man. You're just blowing up.
I'm happy to get it. I think it's nice. Maybe 3 people, I don't know, maybe 3 people voted on it. I don't know who voted on it.
It was only a couple of years ago that you were voted one of the 10 top comics to watch, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2 years ago I was in the Variety 10 top comics to watch. Yeah, it was nice, man.
2 years. Look what happens in 2 years.
The festival is a fun place. I enjoy doing shows here, man. Yeah.
Well, the ceremony's tomorrow, right?
It is tomorrow. No, it's Friday. It's Wednesday. Yeah, it's on Friday at noon.
Well, we'll be there to wish you luck.
Thank you, man.
Good to see you. I'm here in the lobby of the Hyatt Hotel with Kimberly Handwacker, who's really nervous.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I make women nervous. That happens a lot.
Yes.
I don't know why that is.
You've always made me nervous. Yes.
I'll ask her later what that's about. Anyway, tell us about that Love Machine comedy show.
It's basically just to show that I get to book a whole bunch of comedians that I love.
Who are some of them?
Tom McCaffrey, Russ Maneve, Dan Natterman, Joe DeRosa, Hannibal Buress.
All good names. Yeah.
All of them, like basically everybody. So
How often do you do it? I want to come.
Oh, you better come.
Yeah, right. Good. So when you're going to invite me, right? Is this official?
Yes. Yes, it's official. You're always welcome.
Thank you.
If you, you're really going to come?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But how often do you do it?
I do them at the end of every month.
I am a man of my word, as most people could attest to. So if I say I'm coming, I'm definitely coming.
Oh, good. Okay. Very honored. Thank you.
Good to see you.
I'll see you soon.
Promise me you won't be nervous.
Yeah. Well, I think it's in my nature.
What's up, man? Good to see you.
Good to see you too. The last time I saw you was at Comedy Juice, right? At Godfrey?
Yeah.
I thought your stuff was really good.
Oh, thanks.
Is this your first time up at the Just for Laughs Festival?
No, I was a new face 2 years ago, so it's my first time back, and it feels great. Yeah.
Are you from Brooklyn?
I live in Brooklyn. I know the face.
Every comic has a beard in Brooklyn. I was writing about that recently. In Comedy Matters. I'm like, yeah, I think you have to have a beard in Brooklyn. Zach Galifianakis started it, and it just took off.
Have a beard, and you have to displace a minority from their home. Those are the two
prerequisites.
Yeah. It's weird because the people who force the minorities out of their homes look like they've freed them in the Civil War. It's a really weird, ironic thing.
That's a great thing. All you need is a musket, which would be a good look for you. A musket.
Yeah, it's really.
Carry it over your shoulder, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, muskets are outdated and useless, like all of the vinyl records I own.
Exactly. Like my beeper and my 8-track tape player. Yeah. That's why I usually wear a fanny pack. That's where I keep them.
And my Blockbuster gift card.
Hey, okay, so I'm here in the lobby of the Hyatt Hotel. Can you guys hear me out there? Yeah, it's noisy. We just came back from JB Smoove show. Everybody's here in the lobby. And I ran into my buddy, Jermaine Fowler. What's up, Jermaine?
Yo, what up, Jeff? How you doing, man? I'm good. Having a good time.
Yeah. You're here at the New Faces this year, right?
I am, yeah. I'm one of the many new faces of Montreal this year. Yeah.
It's very exciting to be here for the 30th anniversary, right?
Actually, yeah. I forgot it was the 30th anniversary, man. And, yeah, man. I've never been here, so I didn't know how big it was last year or the year before or whatever, but...
It's huge.
It's fantastic, man. The whole town's in on it. I love it. Shut up!
When this started, you were like an infant. You weren't even born. Think about that.
I don't want to think about it. No, man, it would offend a lot of people. Yeah.
So listen, let me say that Jermaine is in the new In Living Color.
Yeah, I am. I'm a new cast member of the new, I guess, season of Living Color. We shot the pilot special. in April. And yeah.
Well, tell me a little bit about that. What's it like? Who are you working with over there? It's the Wayans brothers, right?
Yeah, Keenan Ivy Wayans, and he directed it. One of the comedians here, Lil Rel Howery, he's here. He's on the cast also. And Damon Wayans Jr. did some sketches. Jennifer Bartles from UCB, she did some sketches. She's on the cast. And
I'll tell you who else is in it. My good friend Callie Hawk. You know Callie?
Yeah, I know Callie. Yeah, she's on us also. Yeah.
I just spoke to her about it. I told her that you were, well, she knew you were in it, but she didn't know that you and I knew each other.
Yeah. She's awesome, man.
She's amazing.
She's good peoples, man.
Joe Mandy in the house. In the house.
house.
Wow, how are you, man?
I'm well. How are you?
Now I got to tell our Comedy Matters viewers, I'm shooting for the festival, by the way.
Fantastic.
And it's for thank you. It's for Comedy Matters TV for the festival. I got to tell our viewers a little story that where I met Joe Mandy out in LA on the set of the Nick Kroll show, where you're a writer and a producer, right?
Just a writer. But
well, I
know
thought you were
what?
doing a little
Let's say I was a producer.
A little backstage producer.
Yes, exactly.
But how fun was that? We were in a sketch. We did the tuna sketch.
Yeah, exactly. Too much tuna. This is a spoiler alert.
Are you performing in shows up here?
I am, yes.
Tell us about what you're doing.
I'm doing a TV taping tomorrow, alternative show Friday. Just hanging out, man.
Is it your first Just for Laughs festival?
It's my second. Yeah.
Were you one of the 10 comics to watch or something originally?
I am this year, yeah.
Oh, you are this year. Oh, cool. Oh, nice. Well, it was great to see you.
Always lovely seeing you.
Yes, and will you say hi to Nick for me when you see him?
Hey, Nick.
I always look forward to running into you. You're one of my favorite fixtures in the comedy scene. You and Nick Kroll, for me, are like both kind of neck and neck as my two faves.
Oh, that's so sweet. It was so fun because I came out in March. Nick called and he said he wanted me to be in some sketches with him and Mulaney.
Oh my goodness.
And I thought he was kidding, and then it turned out to be real, and we had the best time. And then I came to the store and I saw you there, I think with Ali Wong backstage.
You must just be pinching yourself nonstop, like.
I am, yeah, it's fun.
Like, how is this my life?
How is this happening, right?
Yeah.
You're up here doing Aziz's show, right? You're opening for Aziz?
Well, I'm doing all kinds of shows. I'm taping the HBO Funny as Hell thing for HBO Canada. I just was doing a bunch of, Neil Brennan's doing these shows with a bunch of people at midnight, and doing the alternative show, Andy Kindler's show, a bunch of stuff. So yeah, it's been cool. I've gotten to do a bunch of different stuff. This is my third time out here.
I was going to ask you that. I had a feeling you were here before. Were you ever one of the 10 comics to watch?
Yes, I was. I think it was, the last time I was here.
It was great to see you, Chelsea, and I look forward to seeing you here at one of your shows.
Thank you.
And I see this girl with amazing hair, and I'm like, who is that? And then the next thing I know, it's Khalees Hawkins.
Hi. Hello, everybody.
How are you?
I'm good right now.
Good. Well, is this the first time you're here at the Just for Laughs Festival?
Yes.
It's exciting, right? 30th
excited.
anniversary.
Oh, I'm very excited to be a part of this. I am so happy to be here. I've been trying to be here for 4 years, and here I am.
Well, we can come see you. What shows are you doing and where?
I'm doing a show tomorrow somewhere, and Friday as well.
But she's not sure where. She's keeping a low profile and doesn't want to tell.
I want to tell you, but they don't really tell us.
Are you hosting or you're part?
I'm not from here, so when they even tell you where it is, I can't remember.
Because they tell you in French.
They tell me on paper in French, and I said, not gonna remember it.
Well, it's great to see you, and I wish you the best of luck up here.
I hope this interview went well.
It absolutely did. All my interviews are fun. Yes. Okay. So I'm here with Khalees Hawkins. We're gonna do a toast. Cheers, baby. Yeah, I'm here with Kenny Hotz, one of the stars of Canada's comedy. How are you, man?
Surprisingly good. I'm still relevant. I'm back this year, which is amazing. You can see us. I think every year you can go back and watch how shitty we look. Yeah.
No, we look good.
Thank you. I have a girlfriend, Jeff. So
okay. Yeah. So well, I had no intention of interfering with that anyway, as you well know.
That's one of us. She's not here. Bringing a girl to Montreal is like taking a falafel to Israel, by the way. My God, I hope I didn't use that joke last year.
No, I think you did something, but you were wearing that shirt.
Was I?
That exact same.
Oh my God, I'm trying to let people know that I'm all savvy with California, yo.
I thought you wanted them to know you were gay. What is?
Listen, I will suck anybody's dick for a show.
You've had 3 already, though, right?
Yeah, I have.
Your third show is Triumph of the Will.
Yes.
Did that recently go off? Or is it still happening?
Oh yeah, it recently went off the air. I had 6 episodes, but the last episode's called Cannibal, where I try to basically eat a guy. I try to eat a dead guy.
There's nothing that Kenny Hatz will not do on camera, which is making me nervous right now. It's great to see you as always.
Jeffrey.
And thank you for coming on Comedy Matters TV. Yeah. Hey, so I'm on St. Catherine Street in the middle of the insanity of the Just for Laughs Festival. And as I told you, everyone in the comedy world is here. So who do we run into but Ben Rellis? How are you, Ben?
I'm good. Good to see you, man.
It's good to see you, too, as always. Yep. I saw your panel this afternoon. It was fantastic. Big turnout.
Yeah.
Really fun. It was a panel on YouTubers.
That's right. Yeah,
right?
It was myself, Shane Dawson, Grace from Daily Grace, and Bernie Burns from, he was the moderator. And yeah, it was a cool panel. It was basically, is YouTube comedy the future of comedy? I think that was something like that.
And I think the answer is that it is, right?
It's part of it. It's definitely part of it, yeah.
It's like, now, tell, for anybody who might not know about your history, you started Barely Political. Is that correct? Was that the first thing that you started?
Right, yeah. So I started the YouTube channel Barely Political with a video about Obama girls. Quickly after that, started doing comedy about other things, pop culture and movies and everything else.
But what was your background before you did that? What led you to do Obama Girl?
Well, it's funny. I was working at an ad agency, actually, and while I was at the ad agency, we were kind of looking at all the different things that people were using to get their messages out there. And YouTube, to me, was the most fascinating, that all of a sudden you had all these people who could create something in a weekend and have millions of people see it, and I wanted to try it myself. So I did a couple of videos, and that Obama Girl one really took off. And shortly thereafter, a company called Next New Networks actually brought me in, bought Barely Political, and I ended up there kind of working on Barely Political, but also building out, channels for other, creators as well.
Now, what's next for you on the horizon? What do you have coming up?
I got 2 weeks off coming up, so that's exciting. Coming up projects, we're doing a lot with some of the new channels that were part of the original programming that YouTube, funded. So like, I'm working with the Bedrocket has a comedy channel, Official Comedy. Broadway Video has a channel, Above Average. Amy Poehler has a channel with called Smart Girls, and then stuff outside of comedy too. A lot of the channels that just got off the ground in the last few months, we're spending time thinking about those guys, and then we're also still looking at ways to kind of turn the average YouTube creator into a full-time creator, turning the full-time creators into bigger stars. Anything we can kind of do to help YouTube creators in general.
That's great. Well, listen, it was so good to see you, and thanks so much for coming on with us on Comedy Matters TV. It's so nice and noisy here. I thought we'd stop off and talk to Jared Logan. How are you, Jared?
Hi, how's it going?
I always notice when you do your shows, you project. You don't even need a mic sometimes.
I'm classically theatrically trained.
And it shows, because when you're on stage, Jared hosts a lot of the Comedy Juice shows at Gotham Comedy Club. Not Comedy Jews, Comedy Juice.
Well, it could be Comedy Jews. We have a lot of Jewish comedians.
We used to, not so much anymore, but there was a time when all comedians were Jewish, whether they were or not. Eventually, after telling a certain number of jokes, you become Jewish.
Well, I just converted to Judaism, and I'm really looking forward to it. The food and the holidays, it seems like a really fun religion.
And you'll fit right in because you look so Jewish.
I know. You look at me, you think Ashkenazi Jewish man.
Well, I thought Sephardic, but Ashkenazi could work.
Ashkenazi, well, they're the filmmakers of the Jewish people. Yes.
So tell me, what are you doing up here? What shows are you going to be in?
I'm with the New Faces of Comedy. So those are kind of like new acts they're trying to introduce to the public at large. And then I'll also be on a show called Funny as Hell for HBO Canada.
You know who's here? Rob Barnett from My Damn Channel. How are you, Rob?
I'm good.
I just came from the Grace Helbig thing. They were talking about how to make it on YouTube.
Yeah, a simple idea of like, how do you get 4 billion views on YouTube? Wasn't that their topic, I think?
A mere 4 billion views.
I think that's how they opened.
That's incredible. Tell us about My Damn Channel, how it got started, because it's fascinating.
My Damn Channel is about to celebrate our 5th birthday operating. So we launched July 07, and we believe from the very beginning that great talent never had the freedom that the internet allowed. So I worked most of my life in television and radio.
I was going to ask you what you were doing before that.
Trying to get freedom to talent that I love, but it's difficult in television. So on the internet, it seemed that I could go to some of my smartest and most talented friends and offer them a couple of things that some of them have never had before. Total artistic freedom and money to get the art done that they want to deliver to the fans. And obviously the technology and the distribution means that you can get a cable-size audience at a stupid place like mydamnchannel.com. So we're 5 years in, and we're not dead yet. But it became obvious in 2006 that there was an opportunity to get into the internet early and build something that would last. I mean, I sat down with Carolla the first minute the idea occurred to me, and I won't attempt the Adam Carolla accent, but Adam said, this is not the short money bet. This is the long money bet. I got fired, he got fired, he went to the garage, and now he's the most downloaded podcast in comedy. So, you know, we believe in the long money win, and it'll get there. It's getting there now.
Larry Miller was telling me he's kind of a regular on the Adam Carolla podcast.
Larry Miller is a genius, and Adam's hired people like Larry and Penn Jillette, who used to work with us at CBS as well. So Adam's building a whole network, and obviously Maron is doing a great job there as well. So, yeah, well, I don't have to tell you. I'll shut up now.
Thank you so much for coming on. It was great to see you as always, man.
Thanks.
Hey, I'm here with Mike Kaplan, MYQ, for anyone not in the know. What's up, Mike? How are you, man?
Hello, how are you? I'm here with Jeffrey Gurian, for anyone who is or is not in the know.
What a small world that we should be here together at the Just for Laughs Festival, right?
It is it's not a small festival, but it's a big festival in a small world.
Small, minuscule, tiny world.
And here we are, two fish in the big festival pond, small world.
Absolutely. I'm here with Grace Helbig at the comedy conference at the Hyatt Hotel. Hi, Grace. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
I'm amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Great time.
I'm having the best time.
Oh, good.
Having the best time ever. So you do Amazing Grace. Is that right?
It's Daily Grace on YouTube. Yeah.
Where did I get Amazing Grace?
Maybe I just exude that, and you're just picking up on it. I can't help it. It's part of my charm. Yeah, I do Daily Grace, a weekly web series. Well, it's daily during the weekdays, every day, Monday through Friday.
And what are some of your stats? I was so impressed, but I couldn't write them down fast enough.
Oh, yeah, it's overwhelming. I think I have 223,000 subscribers right now, and it's growing pretty rapidly. So it's a great time. It's nice to be able to perform for a big audience.
And how did it grow so big? Like, what did you start off doing?
I was doing improv at the People's Improv Theater. I still perform there, and it takes a long time to get those kind of numbers. You have to be consistent. Luckily, I have a formula where I do it every day, so people are able to latch onto it more readily than someone that uploads maybe once a month, because they know that there's going to be something there for them tomorrow and the next day and the day after, and then they get a break on the weekends. But it took a few years to grow those numbers. It's just persistency and consistency.
Cool. Well, I plan to watch as soon as I get home. The moment I get off the plane.
Oh, good. You can even watch it on your mobile device before you get home. What a world is this?
So hey, it's Jeffrey Gurian for Comedy Matters TV, shooting for the Just for Laughs Festival, and I'm here at the variety party for the top 10 comics to watch with one of the top 10 comics, Lil Rel. What's up, Lil Rel?
What is going on, everybody? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing amazing, absolutely amazing. Congratulations on In Living Color. That's exciting, man.
Hey, man, I'm so blessed. This has been an amazing year for me. Last year, I was a new face unwrapped. And to come back this year and to get honored by Variety, to have a great agent, have a great manager.
Yeah, who's repping you now? Tell us.
I'm with UTA now. That's my agent. Heidi Fight Against Josh Catch, Ali bin Muhammad. My management is Game Changer Management, Knowledge Beckham. I've just been doing well. I'm so blessed, man. Real talk.
Isn't that incredible? Well, obviously you got the talent to back it up. That doesn't happen by accident.
You damn straight I do. No,
Lil Rel. Now tell me, how'd you get your name Lil Rel? What is that from?
It's gonna sound crazy, but you know, I didn't grow up in a cool. I grew up in a really kind of hood neighborhood, so where they just give you nicknames. So my
cousin. How it goes? Someone gives you the nickname.
That's right. You don't pick your own nickname. I I was playing basketball in high school, and I played frost-off. My cousin name is Darrell, played varsity.
His name is what?
Darrell.
Darrell.
So all the seniors called me Lil Rel because they said I reminded him of them. Even though I told them my real name, like, all right, whatever, Lil Rel. So it was nothing I could do. People didn't know my real name to graduation.
Best of luck, man. It was great to see you. And look who's here. It's Jessica Williams.
Hey, dudes.
Hey,
Hi. I'm good. How are you?
I'm amazing.
Cool. Coolness.
The last time I saw you was at the Comedy Awards.
It was.
I'm thinking you had just started on The Daily Show, right?
I had, yeah. I think it was in March, so maybe I'd been on for 3 months.
Yeah. And how cool is this? Now you're one of the 10 comics to watch.
It's amazing. It's very surreal, to say the least. Like, this is the exact same shit I said last time, but I'm so blown away at how lucky I am. It's great.
But how does it feel being watched constantly? People are watching.
Very weird. People are always looking at me all the time. I don't like it, but a part of me likes it, which is why I'm a performer. I can't exactly say like, oh, I hate it all the time, because there's a part of me that likes it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty damn cool.
Absolutely. But you have a comedy persona. I got to tell you that. Like, there's a thing about you that makes people want to smile. Like, you know what
That's like what my mom says, yeah. And I'm always like, Mom, stop. Why are you saying things
I
like
want to
that?
here's what I want to do. Give me a minute. I want to jump around with you like this.
This is exactly what I like to do with people.
That's
I
what
love
it makes
that
me
shit.
feel like I want to swing you around because it's and if we go to the playground and on the swings, don't push me too high though. That's the only thing I ask.
I won't.
That I ask because that's just who you are. And
Can I just say something to you right now? That is like the best compliment I could have gotten. I feel like I'm a very playful person, and a lot of times with things like this, I'm always very like, uh-oh, I have to be serious. But that's all I want to do is play. I actually just want to play.
It was great to see you again. I wish you continued success.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
How are you, man?
Yeah, good, man. How are you?
Good. Congratulations on being chosen.
Thank you very much.
Were you one of the chosen people?
Originally, yes, and also today it's become official, so I feel good about it, yeah.
And you were very low-key on the panel. Hardly said anything.
Dominating, son, dominating. No, I was just trying to make jokes, man.
No, but it's cool that everything worked. You know what would be worse? If a guy spoke a lot and wasn't funny, you were hysterical. You got applause breaks on a panel, which is very unusual.
Not for me. I'm a very talented guy. No, it was fun, man. We were just trying to have a good time.
What do you have coming up here? You got some more shows?
I have shows here. I'm doing an hour show tomorrow night that's connected to my book. I wrote a book recently called Casher in the Rye.
Oh, I love the title.
Thank you, thanks.
Great, yeah.
So I'm doing an hour show about the book. I'm doing a gala tomorrow night on the Joel McHale Gala. Tonight I'm at the Set List show, which is a great show. Is
that Provenza's new thing?
It's Provenza's thing where they give you your set list as you walk out on stage, and you kind of,
I heard you have no chance to prepare. It was great to see you, man. Oh my God! So everybody's here, man. It's like we're partying. We're partying, and Keith Robinson is here.
Yes, if I'm here, everybody's here. There's Chelsea. Look at Chelsea. Not Chelsea Peretti.
Chelsea Peretti, who killed it last night.
Chelsea killed it?
Killed it last night on Andy Kindler's show.
Holy.
Came out as if she didn't know what she wanted to say, and then evolved into a killer set.
Is she the talk of the fest?
She's the talk of the fest.
God damn it!
I had best set of the fest.
Best set of the fest.
Yeah.
She's gonna make millions.
Self-awarded.
Just like years ago when they got deals from being up here.
I had deals. I got a deal from being here, man.
What kind of money?
Not that much. If I'm here again, I didn't get that much money.
So what shows are you doing up here?
Well, I'm doing the show in the Regency Club. I'll be at the Regency Club. Yeah. I'll be in my room.
Serving.
Serving
at the Regency Club, right?
I'll be serving. But I'm doing
doing the ethnic show?
The ethnic show. I got to be on a black show. I'm not black. If I'm not on a black show, I'm not black.
No, I am the whitest black man. Well, I was Patrice O'Neal's co-host. That's why he chose me. Because I am the. Did you know that? Did you know that on the Black Phillip show?
The Black.
It was
Phillip,
me, Dante Nero, and Patrice O'Neal. He said I was the only white man he ever met who knew all the words to "bitch better have my money."
Well, I'm doing what's his name? A Howie Mandel show, the 7-minute gala show, and I'll be around doing the 10 show. No, not the 10 show, another show. I got out of the guys who are finishing the business. Not the who has heat. Guys who are absolutely done. That's what show I'm on.
Hey, this is Jeffrey Gurian here on the red carpet outside of the comedy conference, the 30th anniversary of Just for Laughs, with Lee Aronson, one of the co-creators of 2.5 Men. How are you, Lee?
I'm terrific. How are you?
I'm great. Absolutely great. I really enjoyed that panel that you just did.
Oh, well, thank you. I enjoyed doing it.
Yeah, and I was fascinated by the fact that you have a stand-up background. Can you tell me a little bit about that? That you were actually a stand-up comic for a while.
A very short period of time. Yeah, that was my first desire in show business was to do stand-up from a very young age, and I finally got the guts to do it in 1977. And I started at the Improv in New York, and then quickly moved out here because New York was way too cold. And when I moved out here, I found that the people above me, but still unknown, were Jay Leno and David Letterman and Robin Williams and Andy Kaufman. And it became very obvious I was not going to make a living as a stand-up very easily. I didn't give up stand-up until I started writing. And the way I started writing was a guy named Ben Jolson, came to see me perform. And he, after seeing me perform, he said, "Have you ever considered writing?" He was a television writer, and I said, "No, I hate writing. I've never liked writing." And then he told me how much writers were being paid, and I said, on the other hand,
I could do that.
Yeah, and he gave me a shot. He was working on a show called Love Boat, and he sent me some Love Boat scripts, and he said, "Pitch some stories." And so I pitched stories until I came up with something he liked. He said, "Okay, write a scene," and I wrote a scene. He said, "Yeah, you can write," and I got an assignment on Love Boat. Yeah.
Well, listen, I want to say it was really a pleasure meeting you. I'm a fan of your work, and
thank you.
And thank you so much for coming on. He's here all the way from Australia.
Am I getting interviewed?
Yeah, Julie Lawless is here from Australia. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. I've had a great night. Seen a lot of
I can't believe that people come all the way from Australia to Canada. That's a long
It took
trip.
me about 42 hours to land in Montreal.
Only 42 hours.
Yeah.
Tell me about the comedy club that you run. You run the comedy club in Australia, right?
I run a few rooms, so I've got the longest running continuous comedy night in Australia at the Old Manly Boat Shed, and a couple of other rooms, and I work for an agency as well.
And Julie and I have a project. We have a mutual project.
Yeah, getting Jeffrey out to Australia, that's our project.
That's what we're working on, figuring out a way to get me to Australia without me having to pay for it.
Exactly.
That's going to be an amazing project.
That's actually my primary goal for this year, is to get Jeffrey
to Australia. Great to see you. Well, this could be my last interview of the 30th anniversary of the Just for Laughs Festival in Montreal, but it would be very fitting if it was, because I'm here with a good friend, Joe Mackey. How are you, Joe?
I'm having a great time. I'm feeling really good. It's been a lot of fun at the festival.
It's your first time up here, right?
Yep. I got on the new Faces Unrepresented show, and it was just a thrill just to even be here, but it's been better than I could have ever hoped. So it's just been a blast.
That's so cool. And I've seen you, we're comic strip buddies.
Yep.
So I've seen you progress, and I've seen how much stage time you've done and how much work you've put into it, and I see how you've progressed and how excited you are about being here. There's something really special about that, about not taking things for granted, about being excited and being grateful. And I really love your stuff, So who was on the show with you?
Tonight I did the Howie Mandel Gala show.
So he had to okay the people that were on the show?
I believe he asked Jeff Singer if I could be on the show, and Jeff's like, yeah, why not?
He asked, he requested, Howie Mandel requested you.
Yeah.
How did he see you in the first place?
He caught me on Jimmy Fallon, and he really enjoyed the set, so he contacted me, and I was like, I'm going to do the new Faces Unrepresented show. So he came and he watched the whole show. Even though he was interested in, for me from the Jimmy Fallon, he watched everyone. And I happened to catch him earlier in the show when I wasn't on, and he's sitting there applauding and laughing like he's the biggest fan of everyone on that show. And it was just it was kind of like a heartwarming thing to see a guy who has made it, just rooting for everyone else. What
a great story. Yeah. That's amazing that he requested you. So it's non-stop here at the Hyatt, man, at the 30th anniversary for JFL. He just came back from Andy Kindler's alternative show, James Adomian. It was just a crazy show. Joe Mandy was there, and Chelsea Peretti killed it. Come into the lobby. Who's here? Barry Katz. What's up, Barry?
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing amazing, man.
Fantastic. I know you're here to interview me, but I actually want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Because you've had a lot of stories, a lot of things that have happened to you in your life. If there was one story or one holy shit moment that happened to you in your career and they were all drowning in the ocean, you could only save one, what would it be for the viewers right now?
Oh my God, that is amazing. That's such a hard one to say.
You're on camera.
I know. I'm thinking. I know the pressure is on. I know, and I'm thinking that it could be the time when.
Besides this interview.
When Jack Rollins said to me, "Why didn't I ever manage you?" And I didn't know whether to be really happy about it or to jump off my terrace, because I said, "Jack, I didn't know that it was my place to ask you." I said, "Is it too late?" And he said, "Yes, I'm almost 90." and Jack was always a supporter of mine and sent me up to Herb Sargent. And you know, when Herb saw my material, he said, I don't even have to look at your material. If Jack Rollins says you're funny, you're funny."
Always I just got to tell you something. There's something about you that always blew me away. And this is, you don't mind if I share this with you?
No, I don't mind at all. As long as you don't end it with, "Why didn't I ever manage you?" Because
that was
I don't know if I can handle
that was my callback. I don't. You have so many callbacks. You have callback waiting. It's incredible. But what I was going to say is that I always, there's always perceptions of people of how they are and what they're doing, and I can share something honestly with you because I've known you for a long time, and I always saw you around comedy everywhere, the roast, the Friars Club, around comedians, great comedians, new comedians. You were always in there. But I'm being honest with you when I tell you this is how naive I am. I never really understood what you actually were doing or how you were creating the relevancy you were creating within the business. I never had an understanding of it. I never was able to identify it or put my finger on it. And then when I got the book that you sent to me about the comic strip, and I was just looking at it and the enormity of it, the fact that this franchise, this 35-year-old franchise, who could have anyone in the world represented as a writer and as a cultivator of the material, and they chose you. They gave you the chance to do that, and that's like a young comedian getting Letterman, the validation stamp of comedy. And so when I got that book, even though it was just recently when you asked me to put a quote on it, right then and there I realized the enormity of your career and the amazing respect that you have within the community from all different levels of people in the business. And I was embarrassed for myself because I didn't really understand and really quantify how you were doing it, what you were doing, what your role was. And I wanted to tell you that I'm honored that you gave me the book, and I want to tell you that I'm really embarrassed that I really never had an understanding of what it was that was happening with you, and now I do.
Do you mind if I give you a hug? That is amazing. Thanks a lot, man.
So much.